Hello, welcome back to Otaku Tuesday.
Wow.
It's the OG.
Whew, it smells like tacos in here.
Yeah, it's like
Sorry,
you don't have like a lot of windows in here, and
No.
taco air is heavy.
Yeah.
It settles at the lowest point.
Right?
That's a stolen joke. I don't care though.
Okay.
It's from The Office.
Okay. I don't remember that one, but
It's
sure.
like I made a bunch. It's like Daryl talking about his day, and he's just like, I made a bunch of tacos, ate them in my basement. He's like, "You got a great basement."
Yeah.
It's like, I used to have a great basement. Now it smells like tacos.
Okay. Yeah.
The basements don't have windows, and taco air is heavy. Just the idea of taco air being heavy.
Right.
Okay, sorry. I'm
Well.
already on a tangent. We haven't started. But I'm Travis,
And I'm Eric.
and we're doing more fruits, and it's
We
late
are.
at night.
It is. I'm
We're-
getting angry at my drink.
Yeah, we're on the far end of conscious.
Right.
That didn't even make sense.
That sounded cool,
You know
though.
what I meant, though, right?
Yeah. I
We're-
pictured ourselves in space, like flying away from consciousness.
These are gonna be
So-
some interesting episodes.
Yes. The loopy episodes.
Let's do it. We're missing Sachi.
Should we drink sometimes? Like, do some episodes?
I've thought about doing like a St. Patty's Day thing,
Yeah.
but it would have to be a situation where it's like we record all the other stuff we need, and then
Yeah.
at the end do a St. Patty's Day thing,
Right.
because there's no way we're going to be able to do an entire night of recording drunk off our asses.
That's true.
It could be funny, but it could also it runs the risk of only being funny to the people drunk.
Yeah. And it would also be weird if we just, like, did normal, like, playthroughs that we were already in the middle of.
And then all of a sudden there's just a couple
4
drunk
episodes of us
episodes.
being, yeah!
Yeah. Also, like, we don't do face cam, so it's just like you just have to be like, okay, well, they're just drunk.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like, just doing like a holiday episode of
Right.
like play some game that has a leprechaun in it and
I feel like playing
drink.
something like Mario Party where we can do a mini series and just start drinking at the beginning, or play a game like we take a shot every time.
I messaged you about this.
You did? Maybe that's why it's in my mind.
Drunkio Kart. It's something I
Well,
used to play in
okay.
college.
Yeah.
Like, you play against computers and all that, and like wherever, like, once one of us passes
Right.
the finish line, you pause the game, and whatever place you're in, that's how many drinks you take.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a Mario Party one as well.
Oh, I'm sure it's like based on
you
like wins.
lose a
and
mini game,
Yeah.
you take a shot,
land
or,
on a red space.
Yeah,
like,
I would love that actually.
we might do that. We should do that for like that's coming up though. St. Patty's Day's next month.
It is. We'll have to look up like a Mario Party or play your Mario Kart one
Yeah,
or whatever.
just some kind of video game drinking
I don't know.
game.
That'd be fun, I think.
Yeah, we can work that out.
But it would almost be funnier to do like not a seg, like a 4-episode mini series, and it just gets progressively like
That's true. By the
more-
4th episode, we're just
right.
my only worry is like, did I hit record?
Yeah,
Like,
then we
I
won't
mean,
hit
when I'm
record.
completely sober, I forget. Speaking of which, we're so loopy that we're now like 10 minutes in and still haven't
Wow, I'm
started
sorry.
the actual game. I'll let this one run a little longer.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
everyone.
Here's Machina.
It's
We've
Machina.
lost Sachi.
Yes, and we're looking for her?
We are now.
Kind of. We went to the.
It's the next morning now, so yeah,
oh,
we're gonna
that's
go
right.
look for her.
There
and
was a
it's raining.
transition. We went back to the classroom like 3 times.
Or Machina's about to tell us something. Maybe she found her in a ditch and she poked her with a stick or something. I don't know.
Did she deflate?
Let's find out.
Okay, let's do it.
Noni-chan! Oh yeah, I'm the mouse boy.
Did you think it was just gonna voice activated?
Yes.
Yuji!
Juicy Uji. Thank you.
Yeah, why don't they reference those things? 'Cause-
Right.
Never
that was an actual
matters.
choice, too.
oh yeah,
Like, we chose Juicy Uji.
of course we did. Because why would you not?
The instant I push open the front door, Machina and Michiru rush up expectantly. Well, did you find Sachin?
Yeah, she's right here in my pocket.
Yeah, no, I thought that's what you guys were doing outside. I tried everywhere you suggested she might go and all the public gathering spots I could think of, but no sign of her.
Did we sync?
Yes.
Okay, good. I am having a rough go. Hang on, give me a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, any news from the principal?
She sent me nudes. I mean, she let me know that none of the police stations in the prefecture are looking after a girl. Nothing since then.
The police should really look after girls.
Understandably enough, the two grow downcast as I speak. So do these guys. They're here too, apparently.
I'm upset because I forgot to button my pants this morning.
Oh, no.
And now I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see that far. Someone to help me.
I'm such a tsundere, I think.
Right.
Looks around, like, eyes dart around the room.
Yeah. Slipknot and Amane might have hung back instead of rushing up to interrogate me, but it seems the news has a similar effect on them. I hear small, frustrated sighs from their direction.
I push my fingers into my...
Then let's get back out there looking for her. It's not dark out anymore, so this time I can help too. Even before the words are out of her mouth, Makina's yanking at my sleeve with impatient little jerks.
Stop it, you impatient little jerk. Hold it, Makina.
You?
Where's the W? I understand that you're worried about Sachan. Sachan. That's just a weird word. It seems like some kind of like vegetable meal. But let's give Yuji some time to rest, okay? He's been running around outside all night looking for her.
Oh no, I spilled my Sachan cup of noodles. Ah. It's just a cup of noodles that Sachi made.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking. Sorry for being a selfish git, Oni-chan. No, there's nothing to apologize for. That's the natural reaction.
You basic.
Doesn't matter how much time I spent outside, there's no getting around the fact that I didn't find Sachi.
Here, Yuji, dry yourself off.
Oh, I was the one outside. Okay. Appreciate it. Catching the towel Amane tosses in my direction, I wipe cold rainwater from my hair and shoulders, and nowhere else.
That's where you're supposed to take off the wet shirt. Show
Right.
your lithe little anime boy body. When you're done with that, go warm yourself up in the bath, or at the very least take a hot shower.
Yeah. Don't really feel like it right now.
I don't give a shit. Oh, I don't care if you feel like it. Take one anyway. I know you think you're pretty tough, but no one's immune to hypothermia.
And I'll join you. All right. What was that? Her argument's logical, and she delivered it with such a painfully stoic expression that I can't bring myself to be stubborn. I'm just gonna go cry in the shower. I lost my maid girl.
The rain's gotten a lot stronger, hasn't it?
Oh no, is she having flashbacks?
Oh, God.
Gazing out the front windows into the gray sky, Amane mutters to no one in particular.
We know too much.
The rain started falling a little before dawn and hasn't let up since. If anything, the sound of water drumming against the building seems to grow louder with the passage of time. I hope Sachin at least found some shelter.
Don't worry. She's got a brain. Even if she stays outside, I'm sure she'd buy herself an umbrella.
She's just gonna come back and be like, it was raining outside. I shacked up in a Burger King.
Yeah, just like...
Yeah, you're right. Of course she would.
Shacked up makes me think she got married to someone and they just live in a Burger King. Did she marry the Burger King?
Yes. I'm the Burger Queen now. Somebody breaks the silence, venting some new concern that's pushed its way into their mind. Someone else offers their best attempt at soothing words, and we're left listening to the rain once more. Since my return, we've repeated this pattern more times than I can count.
Someone turn on the TV or something. I'm depressed.
A little after 9, Cheesy Roo called to let me know she'd given formal notice to the police. It's been nearly 4 hours since then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since we decided to rely on the authorities, the most helpful thing we can do is keep calm and stay out of the way.
The police are fundamentally superior in terms of manpower and investigative skills,
maybe
on top
half
of
right.
which they have the critical advantage of socially sanctioned authorities. These are their stories.
Bum, bum.
In other words, we can let the professionals take care of the rest. We can relax now.
It's probably okay.
A completely understandable judgment for a principal to make. Objectively, it's probably the wisest possible course of action. But however rational it may be, sitting around quietly like this is proving very hard to stomach.
Oh, I'm just hungry.
I've spent longer than this standing by on the job, but it feels completely different this time. The anxiety and frustration swirling around inside me seem to be growing exponentially. With every hour that ticks by, it's increasingly a struggle to maintain my cool.
Is he going to do the anime from silence? Just go punch a table and be like, damn it!
Yeah. Well, there she is.
Then I'll be waiting in the usual place as of approximately 5 p.m.
He's just going to be like, I know where she is.
Yeah.
And dash out. Sachi definitely said those exact words to me just a few feet from where I'm sitting. And when Skittles Taste the Rainbow and Amine went into her room to investigate, they didn't find any evidence. She wandered off on some spur-of-the-moment journey.
Sorry, I'm a little lad that loves berries and cream, so
Okay.
I had to do some clapping.
The girl does have a slightly whimsical side, but it's hard to imagine her taking a trip without even packing a change of clothes. I mean, wasn't there like a whole thing that was like somebody asked her for a certain kind of food, and like she literally almost went off on like a huge adventure.
Yeah, to like some like mountain
Yeah.
community or something. Yeah, it's literally something probably her said to her, and like she went to go do it.
Right.
And she's just gonna come back and be like, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah. Like, it was fine. I met a lot of cool people.
Right. What does Sachi think she's doing?
I don't know. Suddenly leaping up from the sofa, Michiru breaks the silence.
Fancy.
Her voice tinged with something close to desperation.
Does that girl have any idea how worried we are? She better not think I'm going to let her off the hook. Cleaning all our rooms isn't going to cut it this time.
My room's a fucking mess.
Michiru.
It's been a whole day since Sachin went missing. I'm sure her tummy's rumbling like something fierce.
They're treating her like she's like a dog that's like disappeared. I don't know what Sachan's up to, but I'm sure she's not going hungry.
That's just how she's thinking of it. Like,
Yeah.
she's lost and gonna not
Yeah.
know how to handle herself.
They're putting up like posters.
Really?
If found, call this number. Do not approach, will run.
Yeah, her wallet wasn't in her room, apparently. She's got money to eat, at least. That's good to hear.
She's got what? Oh, holy crap. Sorry.
She's got money to buy food to eat.
Yeah, she's got money to eat. I was picturing her just like eating her money.
Right.
Like she's got money to eat, that's fine.
Yeah, she's hungry enough. You can eat that.
Wait, money can be used to purchase goods and services.
Oh, no, it is late. It's not that late.
My brain processed those three words the wrong way, and it changed the entire sentence. Sorry.
But if she's gotten caught up in something, all bets are off.
What if she's like an illegal dogfight gambling ring? All the bets are on at that point.
Hey, Yumika, don't even say things like that.
You can't deny the possibility exists.
Shut up. Shut your pretty mouth. Well,
What? Michiru falls back into an awkward silence. Nobody's come out and said it until now, but we've all been thinking something of the sort. We all know Schoolhouse Rock is right. Considering Sachi's personality, it's hard to imagine she'd vanish without a word, and the completely normal condition of her room makes this even stranger. No matter how much I want to deny it, there's a very real possibility something happened to her. So did Sachin get kidnapped by bad guys?
it'll be okay. I mean, we don't even know that yet.
Unable to fully deny that unpleasant possibility, Michiru's voice grows weak and uncertain. Michiru's right.
What? Nah.
As long as we don't hear anything from the police or Sachi herself, we can't make any assumptions. And until then, we need to do what we can.
Purdy.
Apparently, the others are just as fed up with waiting around as I am. The instant the words leave my mouth, they lean in toward me with intent expressions on their faces.
We could watch the whole Star Wars trilogy. I haven't done that in years.
Yeah!
You're right. First of all, let's go through everything, starting from the top.
Sounds about right.
Are you making fun of me? Okay, I know we've all heard it by now, but can you describe your conversation with
Here we
Sachin
go.
yesterday?
It's gonna be like,
Yeah, what did you do?
yeah.
One more time, Yuji. Every detail you can remember.
Yesterday morning, Sachi and I agreed to continue the testing at 1 p.m. as usual.
You said Pim.
Yeah. But I got called to my part-time, totally janitorial job at the last minute. I told Sachi we'd reschedule for 5 in the afternoon.
And how did Sachan respond?
Said she might be a little late. Asked if that'd be alright.
Oh, she's pregnant. A little late, huh?
We've been checking the classroom regularly since yesterday, but this isn't a little late no matter how you cut it. My voice gave out.
Yeah, definitely not.
Because you're a tsundere.
Right? That's a thing.
Your voice cuts out. After that, she just confirmed that she'd be waiting in the usual place as a 5-pum.
That's not the usual place.
Waiting, huh?
Right.
Sounds like she at least intended to head to the classroom.
I guess so, but
She's on the roof.
oh my god.
She's just sitting on the roof.
It's like the Hangover. They're on the roof. Oh, spoilers for the movie Hangover. If you haven't seen that 20-year-old movie.
Right. Wait. Snoopy abruptly interrupts Amine's words, her eyes flashing. Was the usual place really the classroom? Nah! I see. That just might be it.
God, what a stupid
Huh? What do you mean?
With that one sentence, everyone, with the exception of a certain bottle blonde tsundere named Michiru, instantly grasps what
Steven Dorff.
was implying.
If that's what happened, everything sort of fits.
Yeah, it's definitely coherent, but I'm not.
Hey, hold it!
Oh, but that's still me.
Yeah.
People
oh!
stop agreeing with each other long enough to explain this to me, please!
She was wiped from existence. Holy shit, where'd she go? Abject groveling out of nowhere. Am I right? All right, Suo-san. Would you be so kind?
No. Okay, then.
I'd rather be kind of a bitch. It's more fun.
No.
After accepting Stephen Colbert's request with a mildly
2 Steves in a row.
exasperated nod, Amine sits up straight in her chair to explain.
Okay, Michiru, you know that Sachi never turns down a favor or breaks a promise, don't you?
Of course I do, I guess.
Think about it. The simplest answer is that she's waiting for Yuji, just like she promised.
But she never showed up to the classroom.
This is like slow walking it too, like Danganronpa.
I know, right?
And that's the crux of the matter.
The crux?
Yeah, isn't that a cool word?
Right. Yuji might have meant the classroom when he said the usual place, but we don't know if that was true for Sachan as well, now do we?
Oh, now I get it. She's dead.
She pops out from under the couch. I got you all. That was Machina, but
Yeah.
at this point, Amine finally succeeds in shoving Michiru's train of thought down the tracks to the point everyone else passed 5 minutes ago, prompting an overblown reaction. I didn't explicitly tell her to wait in the classroom. There's a possibility she went somewhere else entirely. Normally anyone would know I was referring to the classroom, but in Sachi's case, a misunderstanding of some kind seems disturbingly plausible.
Right. It makes sense for people, me included. So, where would the usual place for be for Sachi?
That would be the problem, I suppose.
That's why I asked.
Even if Komine-san really is waiting in a different location, we aren't likely to find her unless we gain some idea where that might be. I mean, this is probably why you guys should have looked around the school.
Right. Why would you not, like, check her room, check the bathroom, check Yuji's room? I mean, what? Why? True enough.
Yeah, I hope she's at least not at the school, because otherwise I'll be like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the roof is, but how is that usual? It's not usual for you two.
I don't. To be honest, I don't know what she could have thought I meant other than the classroom.
Like, the only other place you've been together is the bathroom and her room.
Right.
And your room.
Hey, Oni-chan, did Sachin say anything else at all? No, nothing about the location else, anyway. Then try to remember all the places you've ever gone with Sachin. She's got to be waiting in one of them.
I know we went all the way.
I've been trying outside the school grounds. The only place that really comes to mind is that classroom.
That's it!
The shopping district. But if she was hanging around over there, somebody would have found her by now. Yeah. For one thing, I thoroughly combed both the shopping district proper and the commercial area around the station.
So in the end, it didn't even matter.
I
We're
guess
right
just
back
give
where
up.
we started.
Not quite. We have something to think about now.
Oh, cool. Let's just sit and think.
Yes. That's a start for sure. I'll rack my brains till I can't rack no more.
Please get your hand off my forehead.
Please get your hand off my forehead. Well, I'll try my best as well, but we're talking about places she's been with Yuji. I think this one's pretty much up to him when you get right down to it.
Why do y'all keep walking into my hands?
I'm just gonna go to bed.
As if on cue, all four turn their gazes towards me.
Stop. I can only get so erect.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I might be overlooking something here. I'm going to try to settle down and think this over as calmly as possible.
He, like, hasn't been back to his room or something. No, he changed back into his regular clothes, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sitting here moaning's hardly doing much for any of us.
It's
So
doing a
speak
lot
for
for me.
yourself. So we might as well get a bit of a fresh start.
Why do you think I said I have to get away and calm down?
Right?
Everyone,
I think I will take that shower, but it's going to be cold.
everyone assents to Amane's suggestion. We temporarily suspend our meeting in an attempt to break out of this rut. The girls trudge back to their respective rooms. Soon enough, I'm left alone on the lobby sofa, gazing blankly out the window.
He hasn't been back to his room.
In the end, it didn't even matter. I throw myself right back on into the problem without even taking the time to stand up and stretch my legs. The usual place, is it? I'm just going to sit on the sofa instead of walking around the school.
It would be so easy to just check every room. You would have been able to do it like 4 times.
The usual modifier means it has to be somewhere she visits frequently, in context, someplace that I've been with her on a regular basis. If it was that regular, I should have it come to mind, you would think.
Right.
No matter how many times I roll those conditions through my head, the only places that fit the bill are inside the grounds of this school.
Maybe check those places.
It's enough to make me realize just how limited our relationship is. Sachi and I have never been more than classmates. Our frequent interactions the result of a simple proximity inside this somewhat claustrophobic school.
Dude, she tried.
Not that any of that is an excuse. So I can't even track down a single classmate without my special eyes and ears. Thank God my master's not alive to see this. She'd be in hysterics. Time to think back to that girl on the playground. What would she have said?
She's just like,
You can find a girl at any time by placing candy down.
Right. If my master was here, she'd probably be angry at me before anything else. Angry that I'm wasting my time thinking about this crap instead of the problem at hand.
but that's all you ever do.
That's right. Think. If the general premise I'm working from is correct, there has to be something I'm missing here. This isn't the first time I've hit a wall like this, and Asako taught me what to do at times like these. Who?
Picture a comic book that I have to fill in the panels.
Yes. The concept of coincidence was invented by vapid romanticists as a pickup line.
That's one of those sentences that seems smart, but actually means nothing.
Right. Who's Asako?
I don't. Is that his master? Was that his sister?
Oh, maybe. No. Kazuki.
Asako. Yeah, probably his master, because his master is a woman. Was a woman.
Right. Listen up and listen good. Things happen the way they do for a reason. When none of it makes any goddamn sense, stop bashing your head against the wall and take a step back. Let your mind go limp. Just like the proverbial bluebird of happiness.
Okay.
The answer is going to be sitting in a surprisingly obvious place.
Occam's razor.
Surprisingly obvious, huh? Oh my god. Come to think of it, it feels like plenty of things have happened even inside this bird cage of a school. Oh, Jesus!
Ah, there she is!
I found her! She's on her knees in front of me!
She's been here the whole time.
Right?
Hand.
Tiny hands.
Not gonna picture her when she was in your room or in the bathroom.
Right. Nope. To be perfectly honest, at first I just had her down as a weirdly diligent girl. But after a while, I found out that she has a surprisingly amusing side, and eventually I started getting genuinely interested in what makes her tick. Sachi kind of resembles me.
I've been Sachi the whole time.
Yeah.
Puts a wig
Whoa.
on and goes to the mirror. He doesn't even look like himself. He just is Sachi.
Right.
Split personality.
That'd be a
what
twist.
a twist.
That thought might have been the biggest single reason for my uncharacteristic curiosity, but whatever the case, my little talks with her have been leaving a strong impression on me lately. Even so, there's just nothing here, nothing in those memories that stands out as an answer. God damn it! Tearing my eyes away from the dour gray sky, I glance around the lobby in an attempt to distract myself from this unproductive frustration. A bamboo broom propped up beside the entrance catches my eye. Seeing that broom sitting idly by is proof enough that Sachi's not around. Never seems to leave her side when she's puttering around the dorm.
She just drives a mark cart everywhere.
There she is again.
It's far more pleasant to find the places you use nice and clean, after all.
Just yesterday, she made her work as a pseudo-maid sound like her life's mission.
She's in your room. She cleaned your room and then stayed there to wait for you.
Yeah.
And you never went back.
Come to think of it, outside of the classroom, Sachi's been wearing a maid uniform constantly since the day we met.
That thing must smell
Oh
amazing.
my god. Hold on. Could I be making a really fundamental mistake in my assumptions here? For one thing, if I was wrong about something that basic, the field of possibilities grows significantly wider. And when I narrow those down using the conditions I've been rolling around in my head all this time, all of a sudden I've got a completely different candidate for the usual place. But if I'm right about this, there's one point in particular that seems completely inexplicable. That said, we've reached a total dead end otherwise. Who? You, in your head?
Yeah.
I have no choice but to run with it.
Huh? Yuji, are you going out to search again?
I thought you left.
Just as I'm rising to my feet, Michiru reappears in the lobby, probably stopping by to check up on me. Yeah, I think I may know where Sachi is.
Oh, is that a fact? What? Huh? What did you just say?
Like I said, I might have figured out the usual place Sachi was talking about. I'm gonna head there to check right away. Let the others know, will you?
Yeah, I can handle that much, but can you write it down just in case?
Can I just, go with you?
I could just send a group text.
Right.
We're all in it except for you.
Alright, I'm counting on you, Michiru.
That's a mistake. Be careful out there, got that? Not that I care about you or anything, tsundere whatevers.
Without pausing to grab an umbrella or raincoat, I rush out of the dorm, sent off by Michiru's earnest, if completely out of character, words of concern.
I guess it's not your room.
Okay, well, good. She's not on the school grounds. Or at least, that would have been really dumb.
It's not. Yeah,
I would have
she
been
was.
like, wow, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
It's like, yeah, it's the funny joke that they did, but, like, there's no reality where that makes sense.
Right. Not bothering to avoid the puddles in the pocketed asphalt road.
Ha ha ha, yay.
He's just like, every so often he stops to splash in one.
I sprint single-mindedly away from the dorm. On the job, it's a fundamental common sense not to set up an umbrella, even in the middle of a typhoon. This rain doesn't even faze me, whatever. More importantly, every second counts right now. She could drown in a puddle.
The usual place was an incinerator.
Oh no! An entire day has passed since Sachi went missing. 24 hours since she left the dorm. And she may have been waiting for me all this time. She may still be waiting even now. The festering sense of frustration inside me swells to unbearable intensity.
This is all just so he realizes he likes her.
Sachi, yeah.
Seems like a bit much.
That's unclear to me as well, to be perfectly honest. When you praise me, Kazumi-san, the pit of my stomach gets nice and warm, like an incinerator.
Right, just, oh, there it is.
Hey.
It seems I fainted in front of you again. Very perceptive. It is a favorite of yours, isn't it?
What is?
These titties.
Oh, okay. Ironic. After all that time going around in circles, now it's like the dam broke. Just as my master said, the breakthrough was staring me in the face all along. Sachi gave me plenty of hints herself. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she did.
We've been, yeah.
My new hypothesis growing firmer with every step I make my way toward the other usual place. Nothing left to do but see if she's there. Oh.
What?
The night passes.
Where is this?
This place hasn't
God
changed as much as I
Damn
expected.
it.
What?
You were right.
Yeah?
She's the girl from the past.
Oh.
This is the CG from when you went to the park.
Yes, it is.
God damn it.
I mumbled to myself, feeling my way through vaguely familiar streets.
Screw you, anime. Get better tropes.
Right? Enduring a several-hour train ride from Mishima Cape, I returned to this place for the first time in many years. This is the town where I was born! In my earliest years, before my master took custody of me, I lived here with my parents and sister. Never thought I'd be coming back here, much less looking for Sachi. The only constant in life is its unpredictability. Slowing my pace, I moved carefully forward, guided only by faded memories. The usual place that came to mind when all the reasonable answers failed was a small park. My one and only childhood playground, situated on the outskirts of this town.
So that girl was you.
No, I just been watching you since you were little.
Right. Here we go!
Wahoo!
The area around the park is thoroughly deserted, and the streetlights outside are dimmed to an absolute minimum. It's a small playground designed to give young children a place to romp around on sunny days. So that's all as expected. There's no way anybody would be using this playground on a miserable rainy evening like this one. It's pretty clear now.
Yeah, it's fine.
The moon even seems to be shining.
Yeah.
That would be the common sense conclusion.
But there's still a lot of pedophiles here. Okay, Michiru, you know that Sachi never turns out if ever breaks a promise, don't you, bottle? We are just said this bottle.
Think about it.
Simplest answer, Occam's razor.
I recall Amine's words from this morning.
Me too.
We all know what Sachi was like. We knew she was bizarrely obedient. We knew she was prone to making strange mistakes as a result of subtle misunderstandings, like an episode of Three's Company. But we had all assumed those quirks were nothing more than a reflection of her diligent personality. We'd all assumed she would bend those rules of hers if it ever became truly necessary. That's exactly why I don't want her to be here.
Just disappear from my life.
Much as I want to find Sachi, those words spill out of my mouth.
That's right.
And contradictory as it might seem, I really mean them. If Sachi's here, my initial concerns about her behavior were justified. My vague unease will become something far more concrete, far harder to face. Given any choice in the matter, I don't want that to happen. No, I can't afford to worry about that right now. Forcibly persuading myself to refocus on the problem at hand, I finally enter the park.
Sorry.
And once inside that dim, desolate playground, my eyes quickly find a small figure illuminated by moonlight. It's probably that pedophile. Sachi. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I called that.
You sure did. God damn it, anime.
It's just such an anime thing.
It really is.
Like
it's so... I said it was a Neil Breen thing, which is also true.
Yeah, I was getting
Neil
it
Breen's a terrible writer.
From this anime called Quintessential Quintuplets.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, you're the girl from my past.
Well, yeah, major spoilers. Sorry,
I mean,
but
I'm never going to watch it, so
well,
other people watching may, though.
Right.
They're upset at you now.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Kazumi-san.
So you haven't eaten.
Right?
The swing set's a tiny thing made for use of young children.
She's cute.
Right? Crammed into the undersized wooden seat. Indifferent to her rain-soaked clothes, Sachi looks up at me and smiles.
My butt
She's
hurts.
just going to be like, you're so stupid,
Yeah.
and then kiss her. I just want that to happen. Have you been waiting here since yesterday?
Yes, I have.
Without even eating, in the rain, all this time.
What happened to her? Because, like, he talked about how that little girl was, like, she cleaned things up, but she hated having to do it. Like, she's always like, I have to clean up after all you stupid other kids. And then
Right.
they started hanging out more.
Yes.
Yeah, she's going to
So,
have
like,
a sad
something
story,
happened
isn't
to
she?
her that, like, made her this way.
Goddamn idiot. It's too much for me to endure. She's just too pitiful right now. Before I know it, I'm shouting down at her.
Does this mean I don't get head pats? Well, you seem to have gotten mad at me all of a sudden. I wonder why.
Of course I'm angry.
Huh?
Why? Didn't you realize I wasn't coming? Didn't you realize something was off? But you're here. You did come. Why didn't you just leave? Why the hell did you sit here all this time to just keep some worthless promise?
Oh. 'Cause it was a promise with you, Yukun.
An intimate tone, completely unlike the formal style of speech Sachi usually employs.
You're my little trash panda.
Yeah, and that vaguely embarrassing nickname. The combination resonates nostalgically with memories rendered fuzzy and distinct by the passage of time. Well, now you know it's...
Yukun! Come here, Yukun. Let's play on that next. I mean, you should have known from the accent, dude.
Right?
Thanks, Yukun.
Sachi's words. The connections I'm drawing have to be real.
How is this not spoiled for us?
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
really seems like the kind of thing that like someone would have accidentally spoiled for us.
Right.
Like we haven't uploaded anything at this point of this, but we talked about Sachi in all those older episodes. It's
right.
like not a single person even just to be like, I can't wait for them to see this reveal.
Yeah.
You know,
I caught on to pretty quickly. Well, I didn't catch on. I just said it, and
you
it was...
said, "What's the dumbest thing that an anime would do?" And then you nailed it.
Why? Well, just because it was like being super vague about like this girl I saw at the playground.
Yeah, why would he just
I was
randomly mention that?
It's gonna be Sachi.
Yeah, that's...
Why would you pick up people's trash?
But at the same time, he does just he thought of the people getting killed by gorillas.
Right.
I mean, gorillas in like an army, but I still picture them as actual gorillas.
Yes, armed gorillas.
Yeah. I mean, next time I come here to play, wouldn't it be nicer to find the place clean?
So my guess was correct after all. But like, does he remember that it was her?
Now he does.
Or just now, like during that
Just
realization?
now he does.
He was
I
like,
think he had the inkling when he was running here. That's why he came here.
Yeah, okay.
But then her calling him Yukun, he was like, yep, fuck, I was right. It is her.
You and I didn't meet for the first time in the Mihama Dormitory.
If only 1 in 3 anime girls didn't have pink hair, then this would be easier to figure this out. That's right. In the past, we used to play together here.
Well, okay. There it is. Sachi confirms my words casually, as if it was the most obvious thing in the world. Of course, her mere presence in this place is proof enough.
Because no one else has ever been to this park.
Sachi, how long have you known?
I first considered the possibility when you introduced yourself to me on the day you entered Mihama Academy.
Oh.
Through our various discussions over the last few months, I began to suspect in earnest. But I ultimately realized you were Yukun, only when you stroked my head for the first time.
That was enough to convince you?
I never forget a stroke. Yes, it was. You see, Kazumi-san, your hand had the exact same warmth as the hand of the boy I love.
What? What?
It's because I like you, okay? It is like Rugrats.
In other words, Sachi realized some time ago and kept quiet until now. Then why didn't you say anything? I gave you all sorts of hints and you didn't take them.
What do you mean, lie? You didn't even fucking remember me.
I mean, we were just studying and I was like, you ready for a kiss? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. I'm asking why you didn't tell me about all this.
I've stripped in front of you multiple times.
If I'd known, I might have remembered this place much more quickly, right?
I apologize. It simply didn't occur to me that you might be a fucking idiot. Or that you might go anywhere else, Kazumi-san.
Fucking idiot. Whoa. It didn't occur to you?
That's correct. As children, we always arranged to meet in this park. In other words, we never played anywhere other than here. And it was only like 15 years ago, so what the fuck?
Right?
When you said the usual place, this was the only location that came to mind.
Was she just gonna die here if we never...
Yeah, she would have just stayed here forever.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the police would have eventually found her.
Oh, that's true.
Well, this is a different prefect, though.
I guess, but they might...
But she called she called a bunch of them.
They still would have found...
Someone would have eventually found her.
There's this girl sitting on the swing set for like a week.
Yeah, one of the pedophiles would have been like, This girl is way too old to be here. Can you get her out of here?
Are you serious?
Yes.
So many things happened so fast back then. The details are still fuzzy for me, but Sachi's memories of the time we spent together don't seem to have faded, and this playground is clearly a very important place to her. But even so...
Also, you never requested that I tell you.
Ugh. I see. Her, you might say. Come to think of it, Sachi's always been like this.
Just make broad statements from now on and be like, I always want you to tell me everything. That's a mistake. Don't do that.
Silently carrying out her orders like a faithful robot, never expressing doubt or interjecting with her own opinion, never advancing her own interests. The rare exceptions come only when Sachi judges it strictly necessary. Even then, she's usually just seeking clarification. There's no longer any doubt in my mind. Those rules have to be the very reason Sachi ended up in Mihama Academy. In other words, it's all exactly as I feared.
I'm the idiot.
We're two idiots in love.
Kazumi-san, why do you look so sad?
It's the rain. It's on my face. Because I'm a sad idiot.
Someone rained on my cheeks.
Yeah. What, aren't you?
I'm not crying. I was just cutting onions. I'm making a lasagna. For one.
Let's see. Actually, I'm quite happy.
Happy?
I mean, look how fucking cute I am. Yes!
How could you not be happy with a body like this? I mean, bazam.
Right? Fucking bazinga. You might have been rather late considering the time we originally agreed to, but you did show up in the end, and it did matter, Yukun.
It finally mattered. Take that, Lincoln Park.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say something really insensitive. I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm very happy
I'm
indeed.
just going to walk out and it's going to say Lincoln Park.
Oh, my God.
As Sachi smiles up at me, I finally realize something. The one thing about this girl that truly resembles me is her chest. Wait, no. I mean the way she smiles. An artificial thing, plastered on for the sake of lubricating social interactions. An attempt to put others at ease rather than a reflection on any real emotion. Maybe she's not lying. Maybe she really is happy. But whatever the case, that smile is hollow.
Gross.
Hollow smiles. How many times have I seen this expression on her face? I'm only realizing now. Pathetic.
Oh. Okay, I'll leave.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe it's not surprising I didn't notice. I've managed to fool plenty of people the exact same way. It's a skill that develops with practice. Ooh.
Oh.
Kazumi. Oh.
Kazumi-san, please don't make such a miserable face. You kept your promise. That's what matters.
God, just be in that pose all the time.
So this time, it's my turn to play this role.
Oh, we're role-playing now. Rising unsteadily to her feet, Sachi reaches up and brings her head to the rest on top of my head. Head pets.
Oh, it's all greasy. Why didn't you shower more? Thank you for keeping your promise, Yukun.
Uh-huh. Maybe it's sheer surprise. Maybe some part of me wants things to stay like this a little longer. I can't tell for sure. Whatever the case, my body's frozen in place under the gentle movements of that small hand. She does have small hands. Sachi, what are you...
Shut up. Shut your stupid mouth. Well, I do apologize for not asking your permission first. But the last time I promised to wait in the usual place, you never showed up at this playground, Yukun.
Non-consensual head patting. I didn't?
I'm afraid not. But that wasn't your fault, Yukun. I was a bad girl back then. And I deserve I decided it was a promise all by myself. It's only natural that you didn't show up. Oh, you were a nice girl? Oh, no.
Oh.
But things were different this time. This time we made a real promise.
She said she was a bad girl.
And this time you really did show up in the end. And it did matter. That makes me very happy.
We already went through this. Sachi!
You don't have to yell. I'm right in front of you.
No, the pedophile's coming. Run!
The van's back.
I catch Sachi in my arms as she collapses forward, the last of her strength gone.
Oh. I apologize, Kazumi-san. I'll get right up.
Probably because you haven't eaten in 24 hours.
Right?
Nothing to apologize for. Don't push yourself.
Also, she's been sitting in the rain, so she's, like,
Yeah.
freezing.
I'm glad to hear you say that as I die. For some reason, I can't quite seem to stand up at the
At
moment.
least it's summer vacation.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not like
Still rain.
the cold November rain.
Coated in rain after sitting doing nothing for 24 hours.
Hardly surprising after sitting through that rainstorm without eating or drinking.
I looked up and opened my mouth. It's okay. I'm actually pretty good at that.
Say what now? At a quick estimate, Sachi's been in this place 28 hours straight.
God, I'd be really good at flirting as a girl.
Because it takes no skill.
Yeah, well, because I know exactly what a guy wants to hear.
Well, right.
Gross, debasing things that no one should have to say.
Well, you know.
I mean, role play.
And
It's
I'm willing to bet that she didn't even allow herself to take a nap the whole time she was waiting for me. No matter how sturdy the girl is, she must be well past the limits of her physical endurance by now.
Gotta build that back up. But I promised I'd take another of your tests now.
You don't need to worry about that either.
Huh?
The only thing you promised me was to wait until I showed up, and you kept that promise. You can rest now.
That's very nice to hear.
With those words and a particularly weak attempt at a smile, Sachi instantly falls unconscious.
I have a secret. I
Yes?
cheated on all those tests.
Oh, I knew it! Within seconds, she's gone totally limp, leaving me to bear her full weight in my arms. It's only then that I finally realizing how alarmingly cold her body is. The girl's clearly in bad shape, to the point that she needs medical attention. And quickly.
Are any of you pedophiles a doctor? Yeah, but not a pediatrician, unfortunately.
Even so, the expression
And then
on
they
her
all
face-
high-five each other, and then the devil comes up and murders them all.
Oh, okay. That's a good ending.
That's the end of the playthrough.
That's a bold prediction.
Now, if that prediction came true, there'd be some. I'd be a little worried.
The expression on her face when she sleeps seems genuinely happy in a way that artificial smile never was. It may be a pretty pitiful excuse for a human being, but maybe, just maybe, there's something I can do for this girl. You're a hell of a lot tougher than you look, Sachi. After brushing a few drops of rainwater from Sachi's face, I pull out my cell phone and call Cheesy Roo.
Oh, it got wet. Fuck. Why, Yukun? Why? Why won't you play with me anymore? That's not fair. Are we friends now? I thought we played lots of knots from now on. And now you say goodbye all of a sudden?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'll be waiting tomorrow, okay? Till you show up, Yukun. I'll wait at the usual place no matter how long it takes.
Wow. Oh, she's still yelling. I clicked too early, apparently.
Yeah, sorry.
Ellipsis. How'd you get here? Even after hearing Sachi's story, this is about as much as I can remember.
He's up here to reflect on his actions.
Oh, okay. Is Sachi safe and in bed or something?
Or at the hospital.
As children, we parted abruptly. Our burgeoning friendship was cut off without warning. That must have happened when I was forced to move away after my sister's death. Spoilers. That makes much sense.
But how'd she die?
But there's still one part of all this that I find completely inexplicable. I understand that Sachi has to be the same person who played with me as a child, but the girl in my memories was energetic and strong-willed in the extreme. A little spoiled, even. Her personality and way of speaking were totally unlike the Sachi I know today.
But the accent. That doesn't actually exist.
No.
Well, there wasn't it? There was like an accent where it's like, oh, you're obviously from like southern Japan.
Yeah.
Something like
It
that.
did say something. Of course, people naturally change as they grow up, but I don't know of many transformations that dramatic. Something must have triggered, such a radical shift. I guess that something is connected to our conversation back then, but there's no way to know for sure until I learn about Sachi's past. With what happened over the last 2 days, I think that's become necessary.
It's like he's reverting back to his old accent. Like he
Right.
got rid of it, but it's like people from like Australia, when they go back to Australia, all of a sudden their Australian accent gets like way thicker.
Right.
Because they're just back to speaking the old way. Stargazing on the roof. Seems you have a surprisingly romantic side. You're a fucking cliche, dude.
Right? Ah, Cheesy Roo.
I told you to wait in my office, didn't I? Pants off.
Yeah. Paddle out. Sorry, felt like getting some air.
That's so.
Dropping the line of questioning, Chizuru walks up to stand at my side.
I've contacted all concerned parties and dealt with the hospital paperwork.
Why are you, like, blushing so heavily?
She likes you, okay?
Oh, okay.
Where's my
Appreciate it.
route?
Sorry to push all the work on you.
That's my line. It's my job to supervise my students, and you're the one who actually found Komine-san. Komine-san. Common, the rapper.
Oh, okay. True enough. Yo.
More importantly, shouldn't you be with her right now?
Yeah, what are you doing? She's got 4 dedicated nurses at the moment. I think she'll be alright.
Well, yeah, but still.
Women don't like having men ogle them as they sleep, right?
I mean, there's an entire, like, princess story based... Jeez, you're about the only person I know who can make such a stupid joke at a time like this.
Blame my sister. Who I don't know who that is. I inherited it from her. But anyway,
You had something else to take care of.
Right. Remember what you told me a little while ago? How you don't expect me to do anything in particular for this school or its students?
Yeah, I do recall saying that.
I've got a follow-up question.
Too late. And what would that be?
Are you willing to let me get involved on a voluntary basis?
Oh. Sure.
Good to know. Are we ad-libbing?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to burp. So I had to just force that out real quick and then finish the words, but I was like, I've paused for too long.
Sounds almost like she was expecting this from the very start. I guess there's a reason she's able to get by sitting around and sipping expensive tea all day.
But are you sure about that? It's not like this is an Ichigaya mission. You're under no obligation to act, and there's no reason to believe getting involved will bring you any real benefit.
No, but I didn't come to the school for duty or profit. You might say I'm here precisely because I wanted something more than that.
Girls.
Right, girls.
So all I really want is girls.
I want to understand the meaning of my words my master left me.
Oh, I see.
I mean, alright.
You're taken.
Also, in a way, I owe Sachi my life.
How you Komine-san saved your life?
Sachi and I knew each other as kids, and it's probably thanks to her that I managed to push my way through the worst of it.
I must admit, that's a bit of a shock. I didn't know anything about this.
Not surprising. You're pretty dumb. I just remembered a little while ago myself.
I see. I'm still blushing.
Lowering her hand from the fence, Chizuru turns to face me.
But given circumstances like those, I can understand why it's Komine-san in particular. She's heckin' cute.
She's dressed as a maid.
That too.
Circumstances aside, simple truth is Sachi caught my interest as she is today.
Half dead? Caught your interest, huh? In that case, perhaps you're ready to reconsider. Shall I give you my files on Komine-san?
It has her vitals. Meow. Like I said before, that won't be necessary.
I brought a tape measure.
Do you plan to interrogate Komine-san then, knowing full well she can't refuse to answer?
That's not it either.
Then, what the fuck?
I'll handle this my way. In this case, maybe it's a pointlessly roundabout method, but I've gotten by with it all this time, so I'm going to stick with what I know.
I see. A clumsy but straightforward approach. Very much like you.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? You're making me blush.
A very interesting question.
Blatantly evading the question, Chizuru offers me a composed smile. Alright, I think it's about time I got going.
Okay, if you need something from me, just say the word, Shababanu, and I'll appear.
I'll never remember that. I'm counting on it, Principal Tachibana. Shamamaru.
Shamamaboo.
Shamamaboo.
Or
Well,
new?
then.
I don't know. I already forgot. Let's call the episode there
Okay.
since there was somewhat of a transition. I was waiting for the
true.
time thing to pop up, which is probably going to be in like 2 lines, but
Probably.
I let this one go longer since we faffed about
Talked
for
like-
so long.
we
Yeah.
did.
But
So we left the roof and we're out here.
yeah, we got to go see Sachi. We got to wake her up with the geese.
Yeah.
And then me and you have to kiss. So it's like accurate. The sounds are
Okay.
accurate.
So we can really get into character.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I got to figure out how to kiss like a southern girl.
Okay.
Like, do I have to like put my tongue in the same place that I have to put it when I'm doing a southern accent?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Okay.
How to kiss like a southern girl.
Do I put my tongue down your throat?
And I go, hoot nanny. I don't even know what that means.
Let's just hope I can last more than 8 seconds.